Hi, welcome to my show, Startups for Breakfast. We have seen all sort of startups. People talking about deep tech, people talking about technology in general, people talking about artificial intelligence, people talking about food chains, restaurants, you name them. Today we have a very special guest, Rajneesh Khullar. Hi, Rajneesh.
Hi, Ravi.
Welcome to my show.
Thank you very much.
Now, Rajneesh has got a very different startup idea. Rajneesh, as I understand, 3.5 decades of corporate experience,
Yeah, that's right.
international markets, being in sales, telecom,
True.
selling photocopiers, all right?
That's true.
Covering the entire Indian subcontinent, dealing with who's of the corporate in India. Rajneesh,
Yeah.
before I begin, your idea of becoming a corporate astrologer is not only intriguing, sounds very interesting. So before we begin, why don't you introduce yourself to my viewers? Where you come from, your background, and what all you have been doing.
Thanks, Ravi. In fact, thank you for calling me from the show. And just to give you myself, Rajneesh Khullar, as I've been in corporate life from the past 35, actually 36 years now. And in these years, I have been into office automation, I have been into e-recruitment and telecom. From the past almost 20 years plus, I am in telecom.
We were selling refrigerators and mopeds also sometimes,
That's
isn't
true.
it?
That is true. That's true. That was a long back, yes.
was long
And-
back, long
And that was my first job, by the way.
Right. Our
And-
first job.
Yeah, our first
Our
job.
first
Exactly.
job. Yeah.
So what happened was that I'll tell you what, I mean, this the entire journey has been actually, I've risen through the ranks. I'm currently a global head for one of the Tata companies. And I actually travel across the Africa continent, Southeast Asia, and Middle East. I've been jumping a lot of things. Now being a global head for G2G, government to government, also is one additional portfolio which I have. Well, that's a little bit on the corporate side what I have.
So the most intriguing thing for any individual or for any entrepreneur or for any startup at all levels, it's very exciting that when someone can come and talk to you about your future. How is your stars? Where you will be? What you should do? What you shouldn't do? Isn't it?
True.
My question to you is, tell me, astrology is a science?
It's an astroscience.
It's a astroscience.
Yeah.
Can you explain us a bit about what is this astroscience is all
Okay.
about?
This is actually, how, astrology, when a child is born, his first cry is the photo finish. And there's a kundali which actually generates out of that in the first cry itself. Now, that is how his life will actually have. There's a promise in the charts and all that stuff. Astrology is a very old science. It is based on planets. Planets are very, very far, but it has a lot of this thing in the human life, the nature, and you will find that this does not only happen for there's a mundane astrology also, which is something like, is volcano going to erupt, or there will be wars? So these kind of astrology also is there. Now, this astroscience actually is very old. It's actually, if I understand correctly, it's millions of years back. And this BPHS, which is called the Hora Shastra, was actually written by one of the great scientists. Actually, scientists I will call him. This is called Bharat Parashar Hora Shastra. So Parashar was the guy who actually started this thing. And in fact, the thought he had clear that what is going to be future. He was doing in millions of years back. Today we are sitting in a Kali Yuga. And
Kali Yuga?
Yes.
Interesting.
Kali Yuga, and Kali Yuga has a different this thing. So that time itself, he told us that, earlier he wrote that my man will have a lot of cattle. Now, you don't have cattle now. You have cars. So which means you have to see the Desh Kal Patra. That means you have to see what is the individual, where he's staying, and what is his current belief and current earnings, etc. So you can't say a beggar can be a king suddenly. So it has to be kept in mind that. So all the planets actually govern you with lot of energies, and negative and positive both.
Fantastic. That sounds very interesting. So when you talk about astrology in general, what are the various types of astrology?
Well, occult sciences are many if you see. These are all actually occult sciences. Astrology comes into Vedic astrology, which I believe in. And there's a numerology, then there's a tarot reading, then there is feng shui, and there are a lot of others which are there, like Nadi Shastra, the nakshatras.
And palmistry.
Palmistry is another one, which is, and in fact, there are plenty of them.
What about face reading?
There is a face reading, yes, but that science has not actually taken leaps and bounds because of certain reasons. I mean, it is actually not very accurate. If you ask me, if accuracy comes is from your Vedic astrology, which is nakshatras, etc. You have the English calendar also, by the way.
Correct.
So
correct,
there are 12 signs and all that stuff. But I'll tell you what happens is the 12 signs. I mean, you have a different sign, I have a different sign, or maybe we have the same sign. But
possible.
But I mean, your life and my life cannot be similar.
Absolutely. That brings me to a very interesting question to you. You said that when a child is born, the chart is prepared for him. It even predicts the way forward and how they will live, how they will grow. Momentarily, I remember reading Eric Berne, the transactional analysis, like he's the father of transactional analysis. It does mention only one thing. When the child is born, before the child attains the age of 6, it decides how it should lead the life, including the way to live, the way to die. We'll take a pause here. Thank you, viewers. We will be meeting you again in the next part, having a wonderful conversation with Rajneesh Khullar. Rajneesh Khullar, after leading a very hectic corporate life, pursuing his dream of Vedic astrology, which he personally believes in. If you like our content, do not forget to subscribe. In case we want to reach us, please do write to the email ID which is flashed in the screen. Thank you so much. Thanks, Rajneesh.